So, CivClicker has been one of my favorite games for years. There's just something calming about creating a fully functional society that exists solely as a bunch of numbers on a screen. After beating this game a number of times and unlocking most of the achievements, there came a point when I asked myself, I wonder if anyone has ever considered speedrunning this game. I'd been watching a lot of Summoning Salt videos, and I figured that there had to be a speedrunning community for this game somewhere, but I looked all over the place and the answer seemed to be no. The game had such a small following that there wasn't even a Twitch category for it. So I got CivClicker added to the International Gaming Database and decided to create the speedrun myself. And before I dive in, I just want to say that I pitched all of these ideas on speedrun.com, but they rejected my proposal because the game is endless, which is valid, but this meant that I had to do everything by myself. So the logical place to start was creating the categories, and I had 3 in mind initially: Empire %, Wonder %, and Never Click %. Empire % involves starting a brand new game and playing until you conquer an enemy empire. And I should note that this is the only category that I've made attempts in so far. Wonder % involves starting a brand new game and playing until you've completed a wonder by any means necessary. So right here, I feel like these 2 categories really epitomize the nature of the game. Conquer something big, and build your wonder. Once you've done these 2 things, the gameplay is functionally over. Now, the third category, Never Click %, is where the real challenge starts. There's an achievement called a Never Click, which involves starting a new game and constructing a wonder using only 22 basic resource clicks, this being the fewest number physically possible. This is the only category where RNG would really play a big role. Those initial 22 clicks can yield a variety of differing results, so there would be a lot of restarts to get on the right track. So those are the 3 main categories, and once I came up with those, I wanted a couple of bonus categories that might be fun to add at some point. So when building a wonder, you generally use workers to finish it, but you can also speed up the wonder by trading resources for gold and using 100 gold to add 1% to your wonder's completion percentage. If you wanted to make the Wonder % and Never Click % even more time consuming, you could do these runs without using the gold to speed up the wonder build. I would probably call these proposed categories Wonder % Goldless and Never Click Goldless. And with all these categories really tied into the core gameplay, I also wanted to come up with one final category that was just for fun. So every time you create a worker in CivClicker, there's a 1% chance that a cat will spawn and become a member of your society. If you collect 100 cats, you unlock an achievement called Clouder. So this last run would just be getting 100 cats as fast as you could, and I think I would call it either Clouder % or just Cat %. So now that I've nailed down the categories, what have I done with them so far? The short answer is not much. Like I said before, the only category that I've actually done runs in thus far is Empire %. I established a baseline for that in June that came in at about 3 hours flat, but when I submitted it to speedrun.com and they denied my category, I was a little dejected and didn't touch the game for a while. But I moved to New York last week and I don't have a job yet, and so I decided to get back out there and try a few more attempts. My second attempt failed outright when I was defeated in the raid of the Empire, but the failure gave me a couple of ideas to implement. I came back the next day and smashed my previous time by nearly 20 minutes, simultaneously taking the run below 3 hours and shaving 12% off the total run time. And that's about where everything stands today. The meta I've been using to accomplish these runs has stayed pretty consistent through all 3. I've just perfected the execution a little bit. What I've basically been doing is organically building an army and conquering other civilizations in order right up until the last couple of conquests, at which point I convert all of my woodcutters, miners, and most of my farmers to soldiers for the final push. Once the Empire raid is successful, I stop the timer and I convert all of my soldiers back into farmers so the society can continue on. So I've been using something of a militia technique to repurpose as much of my society as possible when it comes down to those final couple raids. And this is where the concept of speedrunning CivClicker stands for the moment. 3 main categories: Empire %, Wonder %, and Never Click %, with the world record for Empire % sitting at 2 hours, 40 minutes, and 2 seconds, and the Wonder % and Never Click % records still to be established. I'll upload the new Empire % record that I sent yesterday and link it below, but fair warning that it's really long and really boring. The rest of this video is just going to be highlights from the first 3 Empire % runs: the initial baseline, the failed second run, and the successful third run. Keep an eye out for updates as I run more of these CivClicker speedrunning categories, and if you want to, speedrun the game yourself. Establish new baselines, break my records, it's all fair game. Eventually I'll start a spreadsheet to keep track of all the world records, but that's probably a ways down the line. Thanks for watching, and here are the highlights from the first 3 attempts of Empire %.
Alright, here we go. We're just gonna go for it a minute before the 3 hour mark.
wish us luck. Oh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I think we can do it. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. It's gonna be really close. If we do it, it's gonna be super, super close. Oh gosh. I don't think we're gonna do it. I don't know. Oh, there's no way. Can we do it? Keep adding soldiers. Keep adding soldiers. Ah. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh no, wolves attacked. Okay, it's done. It's done. Plunder resources. Control. Pause. It was a little under 3 hours. If we were to do a frame count, we would get there. Oh my gosh. That was stressful. That is the first... I'm gonna pause this. That is the first world record attempt of Empire percent in CivClicker, finished in 3 hours and 56 hundredths of a second. All right, we have enough. We should be able to do it right now. It's 250k is the maximum. We have a little less than 250k. Oh god, we're so close. Convert them all to tanners. Okay, I think we're just about there. Here we go. The final push. Oh, I don't know if it's going to be enough. It's going to be an uphill battle. Oh no. We lost the raid. This whole thing was for nothing. It was all for nothing. It's all gone. The whole army's gone. This is the last thunderously stupid push. I'm trying to get another CivClicker world record here, Zelda fan, and I just botched the last raid and it didn't work. Now, when I clear out, so if you look at these farmers, when I clear them out, my food is going down at 420,000 a second, right? So the raid needs to be quick. But I think if I max out my food, as well as maxing out barns here, I think we can make one last push. Gotta go. Gotta go right now. Nope. Failed the raid again. GG. Speedrun's over. A complete and utter waste of 3 hours. This is the hardest part to be patient at, you know, because I'd like to think that I could really make a run at the record right now. You know, really, you know, take 25 minutes off of it, but I really just want to be content with breaking 3 hours, period, because we just barely missed it on the first world record. And a world record, even if it's a modest one, is still a world record. Should we try it right now? Should I try it right now? There's no one here. It's just me. Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to? If another run goes bust, I'm going to be so bummed. I'm going to be so bummed. Now, we can make up to 200,000 cav. That would leave us with like 130,000 farmers left, which I don't know what that's going to leave us with. Okay. We have a combined army of more than 300k. I think we could do it. What I'm going to do Max out, max up, max the farmers out again. Max out, max up, max the farmers out again. We gotta go. Raid the Empire. Done. I haven't quite plundered the resources yet. That's it. Done. Empire defeated. Just did it. 2 hours, 40 minutes, and 2 seconds. Wild. Just wild. It's done. Insane. Insane.